When our little girl was born, we got a Subaru.
No.
It's where she said her first word,
No.
saw her first day of school,
Bye-bye.
made a best friend forever.
Oh my.
The back seat of my Subaru is where she grew up.
What?
The 2015 Subaru Forester.
What?
Built to be there for your family. Love, it's what makes a Subaru a Subaru.
University Subaru.
The wise choice!
Good morning and welcome to Radio Friends on this Wednesday, May 23rd. I want to introduce you to Lindsay Lopez. Welcome back to Radio Friends, Lindy, for the Food Bank for Central and Northeast Missouri. Now, you've got a very special event coming up next month, but the deadline for registering is very soon,
That's right. So we have the 5th annual Float Your Boat for the Food Bank that's happening on April 30th at Bass Pro Lake. That's a great partnership that we have for CAFNR, the College of Agriculture, Food and Natural Resources, right here at the university.
Explain what Float Your Boat is.
Well, so this is a spectacle. So people just really have to come out and see this event to experience it. But this is the only cardboard boat regatta in the area. So the rules are for any teams who enter that your boat must be made of cardboard and duct tape and maybe a little bit of caulk.
Okay, so you make a boat, like a canoe or a rowboat, out of cardboard, duct tape, and perhaps some caulk, and then the boat has to float.
Yes, and I will tell you, Paul, that sometimes you can predict that that boat will hit the water and there is no way that it is going to float, but others just literally fly across the water. It is a wonderful, wonderful thing.
And all of this is to raise money for the food bank.
To raise money for the food
How
bank.
do you raise that money? People pay to enter,
Yes,
right?
yes, teams. So in some cases it may be a church, or it may be a Boy Scout troop, or a company that decides that they want to sponsor this activity and put a boat together. So.
And then everybody is invited to come out?
Everybody is invited to come out. So the event itself will begin at 11 o'clock. Just will go for probably about 3 hours.
This is on April?
On April 30th.
Okay.
But for anybody wanting to come and participate, this is why I need to tell you that the deadline is 2 days from now.
So the deadline is March the 25th.
Right.
So if you want to enter a boat in the Float Your Boat for the food bank, you've got to enter by March 25th. How do they enter?
So best way is to go to our website, and that is sharefoodbringhope.org.
Okay.
Or call us at 474-1020.
All right. 474-1020. That's area code 573. Or the website is?
sharefoodbringhope.org.
And you can register online. And how much does it cost to register?
Well, we have varying degrees of fees for the various
depending on how much cardboard you have?
So all the information is there.
Okay. And if your boat sinks as soon as it gets in the water, you still get that money, don't you?
You still get to just enjoy being a part of something that's making a difference for so many people in need in this community.
How much are you hoping you'll raise?
Well, our goal this year is $50,000, so it's an ambitious goal, and we are capping this at 80 different boats.
Okay.
So.
All right. Lindsay Lopez, thank you so much. We'll have you come back again before the event to remind people to come out to it.
Wonderful. Thanks, Paul.
All right. Our pleasure. Food Bank for Central and Northeast Missouri. They do a lot of good, and you can help out by actually donating to the food bank, too. Now, I want to introduce you to Terry Foltz, who is with us from Heart of Missouri CASA. And Terry, you are the volunteer recruiter and trainer.
I am.
Right. That's a big title. You do a lot. And for the people who are not familiar with what CASA is, give us a quick explanation, and we'll talk about your fundraiser.
Okay, CASA stands for Court Appointed Special Advocates. It's a national organization. We serve here in Central Missouri. We serve Boone and Callaway County, the 13th Circuit. And what we do is we train volunteers to be the voice of a child in the foster care system. It's an awesome responsibility. The judge depends on our CASA's information in order to make decisions in the best interest of the children.
So if you are a CASA representative, does that mean that you go into the home of where the foster children are living
Exactly.
and you just get an idea of how things are going and how the kids are reacting to the foster parents?
Right. What we're doing is we're seeing the child in all of their important environments. So we see them at school with the foster parents, with their birth parents. We can see them at sporting events so that we can see that the children are comfortable or not comfortable in all the environments, read their body language as well as what they're telling us.
Well, that takes a lot of training, doesn't it?
It does take training.
It takes training, and it also takes heart.
Yes.
You got to have the right feeling for it. You've
You
got to
sure
have the right attitude to do this and want to help children.
Yes, it's a 2-year commitment, but only 10 hours a month.
Yeah. If somebody is interested in volunteering, do they go through a rigorous training?
There's a 30-hour training. Half of it's online and half of it is in person.
And I would imagine there's a background check too.
Oh,
right?
of course.
Yeah.
2 of them.
Okay, 2 background checks. So if somebody's interested in becoming a volunteer, what do they need to do?
They need to contact Heart of Missouri CASA.
And that phone number?
The phone number is 573-442-4670.
Or they can go to the website.
The heartofmissouricasa.org.
Now, you got a fundraiser coming up, right?
We do.
Is it April also?
It's in April. April is Child Abuse Prevention Month. And so we have an awesome event in Callaway County. It'll be in Fulton at the First Baptist Church on April 25th. It's a Monday. And what people do is we have certain people that have been identified as being a possible voice of Callaway County.
Mm-hmm.
And so people, you can donate $1 to vote. Every vote is $1. And we're trying to see who is the most popular person in Callaway County
To be the voice of
the
Callaway.
voice of Callaway, who are also interested in helping our children.
So people vote by donating $1 or $5 or $10 or $100, and all that money goes to CASA.
It sure does.
Right. How are the candidates chosen? Do they go out and campaign for themselves?
Well, that is a very good question, and I will try to find that out for next time.
Okay.
But I know that our board of directors helps to decide on who should be the voice of
voices,
Callaway,
okay.
the possible candidates, and then there's also on the night of the 25th, there is an event with musical artists, and
They can vote at that point.
They can
too.
vote also.
All right. Terry, thank you so much for coming by. Pleasure having you here. We're out of time for today. Tomorrow, Voluntary Action Center and Boy Scout Troop 707. Our program directed by Travis McMillan. Reynolds Journalism Institute. Audio is Trevor Harris from KBIA, filling in for Pat Akers. Our floor director, Ariel Sierra, and our assistant producer and guest coordinator, Uncle James Mauser.